Hello, this is Angie Frickman for Problem Solution Video, Math 626. So here's my question. Old Granny Adams left half her money to her granddaughter and half of the amount to her grandson. Of that amount, she left a sixth to her brother and the remainder $1,000 to her dogs. How much did she leave altogether? So the first question we have to ask ourselves is, what is the problem? What are we trying to get at? Is it going to be how much money did she leave to each person? How many dogs does she have? So if we look through this, the first thing we're looking at is how much did she leave altogether? So we're looking at the total amount of money that Granny Smith started with, not how much she gave to each person. So first we have to figure out, what do we have? How can we solve this? So we have to look at, okay, we know that half of her money is going to her granddaughter. One thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to say her money, Granny's money, is going to be X. So that's what we know. We're looking for X. That's what we're looking for. So half of, so when you hear of, you should be multiplying that money is for the granddaughter. So I'm going to put GD, granddaughter. And then we know that half of that, so for my grandson, half of the money that we just said went to the grandson, because it says half of that amount. And then it's saying that she left a sixth. So to her brother, she left a sixth of her money to her brother. And so now we have to find out, and then we have our remainder to the dogs was $1,000. So we have to try to figure out, how much does Granny have? So one thing we can do, all of these things should add up to Granny's money. So if we add these all together, how much the granddaughter has, I'm going to multiply these together, plus how much the grandson has, plus how much the brother has, and the dogs, that should be equal to Granny's money. Now I actually try to figure out what X is equal to. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine all of these like terms. So this would be, the like terms here would be 12ths. So 6/12 plus, and I can change this to 3/12. And then I have times 2 would give me 2/12. I'm also going to subtract over my $1,000. So it's going to be X minus 1,000. So if I add these all together, 6 plus 3 would give me 9, plus 2 would give me 11/12 x. So x minus 1,000. And then I can times this side by 12 and times this side by 12. So I have 11x is equal to 12x minus 1,000 minus 12x. Oops, 12,000. Sorry, 12,000. And then divide by -1. So Granny's money, because that's what we started with the X, Granny's money is equal to $12,000. So did we solve it? If we go back, could we plug this back in and say half of the money would be equal to $6,000? And half of that would be equal to $3,000. 1/6 of that would be equal to $2,000. Does that equal, this would be 9,000 plus 11,000, that equals 12,000. So yes, we saw that Granny's money started with $12,000. Now, if we look back at what we did, I wondered, would we even have to solve it? Because right here, is this a coincidence? So looking forward, if we solved another problem that was kind of like this, was it a coincidence that my denominator right here was the same thing as what my total represented, the 12 in front? So something that we can try to look for in next problem is, if we look at other cases, would other cases, if the denominator ended up to be the same, would that be the same amount of money if how much money Granny had at the end? Thank you. Have a great day.